Do you think as Christians we should vote?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's our duty to vote. And I also think it's our duty to stand up for those leadership positions in our community.
You find many, many verses in the Bible. It talks about how we're supposed to be engaged, how we're supposed to be active in our community, choose our leaders, and pray for our leaders. And I believe if Christians become more engaged in politics, they themselves can turn the tide of where we're heading as a nation, and we wouldn't be where we are right now.
Guys, yes, you have to. I think it's like 85% of evangelicals don't vote in this country.
Wow.
Guys, if you are about your Father's business and you see the state our country is currently in, it is being run and overtaken by communism. And communism has roots in Satanism. All you have to do is look at Marx's earlier writings, right? Because he was a poet, he was a letter writer, and he wrote a lot of plays and things of that nature, and they were very demonic. And then from that, it evolved to Marxism, which is rooted in communism, and it's all rooted in demonic ideology. And so, yes, absolutely, you have to go out and vote your values, making sure that our children are protected, making sure that our country is protected, because God gives us freedom. And if you are not out there promoting freedom and liberty, which God gives us, right, then what are you really doing with your time?
The Bible says when the righteous are in power, the people are at peace.
Yeah.
When the wicked is in power, the people groan. And we have been groaning for a long time. So make sure you get out and vote this upcoming election. Do you believe we should be mixing our faith with our politics?
Absolutely, we should. I mean, we have to choose leaders that are going to fight for our Christian values. And our country was founded on Judeo-Christian values. Part of the issue that we have as a nation is we're taking the Bible out of schools. We're taking the Bible out of government. We're taking the 10 Commandments out of government. And there's government entities that are realizing that. For instance, Tennessee just voted to put back the 10 Commandments. That's a national movement. There's a great awakening happening. And I believe that we should get more engaged and really fight for our values, because like John Adams said, we were a government created for a moral and just society. We were never created for a society of any other.
Absolutely. This country was founded by people that were strong in their faith. Politics is one of the 7 pillars. Jesus was a political prisoner, right? He was attacked by the Roman government. That's really what it was. Yeah. And when you break it down in that way, you get a better understanding of what the job that we are meant to do. We're here to subdue the earth and walk out our faith.
Absolutely. Agapate al return, right?
Yes.
That's what it was about.
Absolutely.
Do you think Christian values are well represented in politics today?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, a lot of our politicians have drifted away and gone of this world of earthly things. And I think that we need to come back to the church. We need to come back to biblical reading and fellowship.
I do see it actually in some specific elected leaders. Jim Jordan, very moral, high integrity. He's a Christian. Byron Donalds has been very vocal in his, Christian faith. Anna Paulina Luna has been very vocal as well. And they're calling for reinforcements. They're literally saying, guys, we need reinforcements. So I'm hoping to be that reinforcement for them so we can band together and push forward an opportunity to protect our God-given rights in unison.
I love that. Sounds like we need your type of mindset on Capitol Hill, up there representing our Judeo-Christian values here in America. Can a Christian be pro-choice?
I don't think so. Since we are created in the image of God, it starts at conception. We have all our DNA, how we're gonna look, etc.
Cannot be a Christian or a Catholic or what on the correct side of Jesus Christ and say, I support murdering an innocent child. It gives me chills talking about it.
Life begins in the womb. I mean, it says in the Bible that God stitched you together before you were even put into your mom, right? And so I think when we look biblically, there's no escape from that. You just can't, I don't think you can be pro-choice.
How can we as Christians advocate for our pro-life stances locally?
I think we just need to love on people. Meet people where they are. Don't throw the freaking Bible at them, because that's not gonna help someone be saved. You have to meet people where they are and have courageous conversations, but have empathy and compassion.
Speak up about it. That's the one thing, and I know it sounds simple, but I think speaking up about it is the first and biggest step you can take. A lot of people share our beliefs that, abortion is murder, pro-life. I mean, it's in the word pro-life, but a lot of people are, I don't want to get canceled for that. I don't want to come out. What about my job? you are called on, and the worst words you can hear is "depart from me, I did not know you." And what excuse are you going to give? Oh, my friends weren't going to like it. My job wasn't going to like it. No, speak up, because when people see and can see that people actually support the pro-life and really understand it and understand what it is and the science behind it and the religion behind it, I think it's not about convincing people. It's about saving lives at that point.
Well, we definitely have to educate people about it, especially given, science, what does is confirm what the Bible states. Hear what we have to say about it and how does a human develops in the womb and everything, they change.
Well, that just goes back to technology and science developing, because one of the reasons they helped with Roe versus Wade being overturned was the advancement of technology, and it was able to see that the heartbeat starts at 6 weeks, and then that, like you said, biologists agree, 95%, that life begins at conception. And this is great news for us. So it helps our stances anyway. And we already knew that because, life comes from God, all right? And God hates the shedding of blood of the innocent.